Now that there's a 2 week ceasefire, we can look at the matter of what was going on in Iran a bit more logically. You see, in the beginning, because of the fog of war and all the media and stuff, people were talking about how Iran needs intervention, how the women are being oppressed, you know, how the people in Iran are, just waiting for somebody to come and save them, and all of this stuff. Now that it's all over, and the people who are calling for the war, how you have Maximini and all these people talking about how the Iranian government are animals, and how Asmon Gold and all of his posse talking about how Reza Pahlavi, a guy who spent barely any time in Iran, is the next guy who really needs, who everybody wants to be the president of Iran. Now that everything is over, we can kind of look back at what was going on and see that it was all lies. The Iranian people were not rising up against their government. Israel and the US were trying to make it look like that. Yes, there were protests, but these were also protests that were organized by Israel and the US, at least in part, because Trump himself has admitted that they were trying to get weapons into Iran. Why? For the protesters. So they precipitated the protest that they were going to use to justify invading Iran. Amazing stuff. Would have been cool if it had worked. And not to mention, didn't the Iranian protests start because the US messed with the Iranian currency? The women, all of the stuff about how they were protecting Iranian women, and how Iranian women are going to jail and being in jail because they're not wearing hijab. First of all, anybody who has watched any Iranian chick on YouTube news that a lot of these people are not wearing hijab and they are all alive and well. But any sort of thing about caring about the women and children in Iran, they have bombed them indiscriminately, just as they did the kids in Gaza and stuff like that. No contest. It's not even something that's worth saying. And the whole thing about intervention in the first place, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe the people cannot peacefully protest and they're being gunned down in the dozens for doing so. Maybe there's no democracy in Iran. Maybe. All of this could be true, right? But this isn't the case in many other countries. Do you have protests in Saudi Arabia or the UAE or Pakistan? Nobody is talking about going into and invading those countries, though. It was just lies and lies and lies and on, as Khan says. Shout out to Warhammer 40k fans, until the hallowed throne world itself.